Airline Economics Daily News focuses on the news that moves the aviation industry, and the hottest topic remains the long journey to net zero. Airline Economics has launched its second annual Aviation Sustainability Awards, and the survey is now open for nomination of the foremost aviation companies making great strides on the decarbonisation journey. Cast your vote today by following the link in the description below. The news this week has a focus on the environment and the winners of the Aviation Sustainability Awards, and a full schedule covering all of the topics that we discussed today and more will be featured at the Airline Economics Aviation and the Environment Summit, taking place over 2 days in Dublin at the RDS from May the 11th, and it's free for all to attend. On to the latest sustainable aviation and future technology news from Airline Economics, with United Airlines in a $5 million carbon capture tech investment. United Airlines has announced a $5 million investment in carbon capture technology company Svant out of its UAV Sustainable Flight Fund. Svant provides the materials and technology as part of the value chain that has the potential to convert CO2 removed from the atmosphere and from industrial emission sources into sustainable aviation fuel. According to United, it's a first-of-its-kind investment vehicle that is designed to leverage support from cross-industry businesses in order to support startups focused on decarbonising air travel through SAF research, technology and production. United has said it aims to be 100% green by 2050 and has invested in the future production of over 3 billion gallons of SAF, the most of any airline in the world. Carbon capture technology has the potential to be a critical solution in the fight to stop climate change and has the added benefit of helping us scale up the production of SAF, according to Chief Executive Scott Kirby. The UAV cash injection is to support Svant's commercial scale filter manufacturing facility in Vancouver. Claude Latourne, Svant's president and chief executive, said, "We are pleased to have the support of United Airlines as one of our world-class investors." And in finance news, HK Express taps a sustainable financing pool for its new A321neo delivery. On Friday the 24th of March, HK Express, a member of the Cathay Pacific Group, took delivery of its very first A321neo. The aircraft, the first of 16 Airbus A321neos that will be delivered over the next 2 years, was financed by a sustainability-linked Japanese operating lease with call option. Structure provided by Credit Agricole CIB, which acted as global arranger and sustainability structurer, lender, facility agent and security trustee. The financing terms are linked to the Cathay Pacific Group achieving certain sustainability-linked targets related to the proportion of new generation aircraft in its fleet and the gradual increase in the use of sustainable aviation fuel by Cathay Pacific. This follows another sustainability-linked financing arrangement for the Cathay Pacific's A321neo aircraft delivered in June 2022, for which Credit Agricole CIB also acted as sustainability structurer. Cathay Pacific announced on March 30th that it had teamed up with the State Power Investment Corporation and signed a memorandum of understanding to develop sustainable aviation fuel supply chain in China. The agreement will cover 4 SAF plants, and HK Express has reiterated its push to become a more sustainable airline while remaining committed to its low-cost carrier business model. Aside from fleet modernisation, HK Express says that it is placing renewed focus on leveraging advanced technologies and awareness campaigns to build a more sustainable operation, including the passenger carbon offsetting programme, which will be introduced in the second half of 2023. Taking a step forward to achieve sustainability goals, Cathay Pacific has released its 2022 Sustainable Development Report that details the group's commitment and progress towards achieving sustainability goals. The report highlights various sustainability initiatives taken by the group, like developing the SAF supply chain, reducing single-use plastics in the operations, and continuing to advance the agenda of wellness and diversity for our people. The group launched Asia's first major corporate SAF programme, extended the carbon offset programme to its cargo branch, and reached a 56% reduction of single-use plastics use on per passenger level as compared to 2018 baseline. On to the next story now, and Vertical Aerospace announces next step in UK regulatory approval for electric aircraft. UK-based and New York-listed Vertical Aerospace has been given what it is said is the first design organisation approval issued to an eVTOL manufacturer by the UK Civil Aviation Authority. The approval is for the VX4, an electrical vertical takeoff and landing aircraft, for which Vertical Aerospace has also sought regulatory backing for in the US, European Union and Japan. The Civil Aviation Authority's Gary Lethay said that the granting of design organisation approval to Vertical is an essential step on their journey bringing an eVTOL aircraft into service. It emphasises our commitment to making the UK a key destination for aviation innovators. And Chief Executive and founder of Vertical Aerospace, Stephen Fitzpatrick, said, "I am immensely proud that Vertical is the first British electric aircraft company in history to receive a DOA from the UK aviation regulator." Staying in Europe now, and Finnair has revved up its sustainability drive with electric ground vehicles. Finnair has deployed 105 new electric-powered ground equipment vehicles as part of its efforts to achieve net zero emissions in non-flight operations by the end of 2023. The Volkswagen ID Buzz electric vans are to support Finnair's technical operations on the ground in its Helsinki airport and mean almost half motorised ground equipment will be electric or hybrid, a testament to the airline's commitment to sustainability. The carrier said, while the airline has made great strides towards transforming its ground handling equipment to become totally electrically powered, some vehicles will remain conventionally powered for operational and risk reduction reasons, especially during Finland's demanding winter conditions. And finally, in our environment and sustainability news roundup, Qantas Group, Airbus and Queensland Government are to invest in a biofuel facility. The Qantas Group, Airbus and the Queensland Government have come together to invest in a Queensland biofuel production facility being developed by Jet Zero Australia in partnership with LanzaJet. The facility will turn agricultural byproducts, including some from sugarcane, into jet fuel and is the first project funded under the Qantas and Airbus Australian Sustainable Aviation Fuel Partnership. The Qantas Group and Airbus will jointly invest $1.34 million US of an initial $4 million capital raising with the Queensland Government contributing $500,000 and other Australian and international institutional funds providing additional funding. The capital raised will be used to conduct a detailed feasibility study and early stage project development. Andrew Parker, Chief Sustainability Officer at Qantas Group, said the early project funding was a first but significant step towards helping to build Australia's domestic SAF industry, which will power flights around Australia. This investment will help kickstart an innovative project to turn agricultural byproducts into sustainable aviation fuel and create a significant domestic biofuels refinery. Construction of the North Queensland facility is expected to begin in 2024 and the proposed facility will utilise LanzaJet's world-leading alcohol-to-jet technology to produce up to 100 million litres of SAF per year. The Qantas Group and Airbus have committed to investing up to $200 million to accelerate the establishment of a SAF industry in Australia. The Qantas Group is currently purchasing SAF sourced overseas, including a volume of around 15% of its fuel used out of London in 2023 and from 2025, 20 million litres per year for flights out of San Francisco or Los Angeles. Airline Economics Daily News focuses on the news that moves the aviation industry, and the hottest topic still remains the long journey to net zero. Airline Economics has launched its second annual Aviation Sustainability Awards, and the survey is now open to nomination for the foremost aviation companies making great strides on the decarbonisation journey. Cast your vote today following the link in the description, and the winners of the Aviation Sustainability Awards will be announced at the Airline Economics Aviation and the Environment Summit, taking place over 2 days in Dublin at the RDS from May the 11th. It's free to attend, and if you would like to register for a pass, please follow the link in the description. Have a great week and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.